Well, we're at Old Trafford. I'm with Jonathan Smith, ESPN's Man City correspondent, and we've just seen Man City win 2-1 at Old Trafford to extend their winning run in the Premier League to 14 games. Johnny, they're looking pretty unbeatable at the moment.
Yeah, they've obviously gone to the two hardest games of the season, away at Stamford Bridge to Chelsea. Today, Old Trafford won them both. Incredible run, really. 14 successive Premier League victories, new record, well, equaling the record set by Arsenal. So it's difficult to see where that defeat's going to come from. Guardiola insists they will get beat at some point this season, but they've obviously got through those two tough games and a massive one today and won it quite comfortably.
I mean, the next game is Swansea away on Wednesday, and you can't really see Swansea. You know, they got a win at the weekend, but Swansea seem to be the sort of team that City could beat, make it 15. My point of view, I think that the way City are playing, they could go through the season unbeaten. I know it's early days and it's only December, but you look at the games they've played. They've won at Chelsea, they've won at Old Trafford, they've beaten Arsenal, they've beaten Liverpool. You know, they're on the road to being the second Invincibles.
Yeah, it's very, very early days. I can't see Swansea doing much. Obviously, they got a win at the weekend. They'll get a bit of bonus from that. But they've got so many games coming up over December. They've got quite a few injuries now. Company's got injured today. Playing Delph at left back, he made a mistake today. Mangala's always got a mistake in him. Spurs coming up on Sunday. So I just can't see them going a whole season. But you never know.
I think there's a bit of depth to the squad, though. I mean, you talk about the players that are missing, but you look at that team today, and John Stones is missing. And he's not even been missed. So for me, I just think City are a much stronger squad than anybody in the Premier League. And you look at United today, they've lost Paul Pogba through suspension. It's left a massive hole in the team, and they had nobody to fill it. And Ander Herrera, as energetic and as honest as he is limited. And I think that's the difference. That City got a squad that can absorb, injuries and suspensions. The rest can't do it. I mean, you look at the games that they've got coming up. I think Liverpool in January away is the one for me that could be the game that they slip up, but that's a month away and they could be 15, 16 points clear by then.
I think one of the other things is that now 11 points clear, the longer that goes on, there's just going to be they're under no pressure from anybody. They can just go into a game very relaxed, and they don't need to win. They didn't really need to win today. A point would have been great. 8 points clear, so they're not under that pressure. Come February, March time, though, obviously the Champions League kicks in. If they've got that big lead, then they can almost play a second team in the Premier League and just almost write off a couple of games if they've got a tough Champions League fixture. So yeah, I think it's obviously a fantastic start. We're 16 games in now, unbeaten.
I mean, from a United point of view, you look at this game and you think, well, this was the game that not only United but the rest of the Premier League wanted United to win, because it would have reduced it to 5 points, and that's still quite a decent lead, but it would have given the likes of Liverpool and Chelsea, maybe even Arsenal, a bit of hope that City could be caught. But it's such an emphatic statement now, 11 points clear at Christmas, and it does feel like everyone's now playing for second place. And even the FA Cup, you look at City got a home draw against Burnley. People are going to start wondering who can beat City. They lost at Shakhtar last week in the Champions League, but that was a weakened team. At some point, where are they going to lose?
They've got Leicester coming up in the League Cup in a few days' time. I think that's going to be a tough one, actually. I can see it's always a lively atmosphere, isn't it, at Leicester? So I think that's going to be a tough one, actually. So that's possibly one to look at if you're talking in terms of coming up against domestic teams. But yeah, FA Cup is going to take that. I don't think he'll take that as seriously, particularly if they do start progressing in the League Cup. So,
I mean, obviously it's not even Christmas yet. Man City are 11 points clear at the top of the league. They got the FA Cup coming in January, the Champions League draw on Monday. It's looking like a great season. We're stood in front of the Sir Alex Ferguson stand, actually, and the reason why the stand has been named after him, not only because of the success he brought, but the treble in 1999. United won the treble, the most famous achievement in the club's history. I'll ask you next time if City can win the treble. Leave it for a month or two, and then we'll see where we go after that.